Hello and welcome. A month ago, I did a broadcast about how you and your students can get the most from online lessons. And that was based on the fact that there are a lot of voice pros out there who don't know when or even if they're going to go back to in-person lessons. So I heard back from a few people on social media saying that they had gone back to some or even all of their lessons being in person. It's the way hi Grace Gorey, it's the way they prefer to work. They have safeguards in place so that everyone stays healthy. So for all of you who have businesses based in your local community, this broadcast is for you. We are going local today, y'all. I found an interesting stat that I finally chased down to a reliable source. Oh my goodness. Leanne, hi Leanne. And that statistic is that 46% of Google searches have local intent. Hi Rita Castillo. 46% of Google searches have local intent. Some people who were resharing this statistic were saying that 46% we're looking for local businesses, but that's not the same. I chased that baby down. Local intent could mean looking for an address of somebody that you know or something, I don't know, non-businessy like that. But still, I mean, considering that Google hosts about 3.5 billion searches every day, I think it's fair to assume that in technical terms, that is a whole heap and bunch of those searches are for local businesses. So today, I am talking about showing up on page 1 of a Google search for local small businesses or self-employed peoples, like you all probably. Page 1, how do we get there? We use the superpower of the local business, which is... Oh, I didn't put my title up. There's my title. Okay, which is... That will come back in a minute. The Near Me search. Because here's why. If I am looking for a hardware store, Google will show me both the big chains and the little local hardware store. But if I am looking for a dentist, for instance, they're going to show me the dentists in my area because Google knows where my phone is all the time because my apps tell Google where my phone is. The algorithm, which nobody understands, by the way, so don't ask anybody how the algorithms work because nobody knows. The algorithm assumes that in the category of dentist, I'm looking for a local business. So Google will show me the dentist within a small radius of where I am. Have you used those searches? Probably, right? Ergo, my local dentists do not need to compete with dentists in San Francisco. And if I, a voice teacher in the Chicago area, see clients only in person, then I certainly do not need to compete with voice teachers in Houston in a near me search. So, I am not, any of you all who know me know that I am not a super high-tech kind of gal. But with the help of people who give out free instructions online, like you're getting today, I've been very successful in making the Near Me search work for me for years now. I'm consistently on page 1 of Google searches for voice teachers within at least a 5-mile radius of my studio. I'm about 20 miles from the center of Chicago, and I've had people tell me that I came up on page 1 for them when they were looking from the center of Chicago. So at least. So we're going to look at that today, and we're going to keep it kind of medium low tech. So because we're not trying to be scary. So these will be things that magical alchemists can do themselves. That would be you all. Hopefully when we're done, you'll be able to fill in some of the holes in your own online visibility. So I am Meredith Colby, and I support voice teachers and coaches to create confident teaching and singing of microphone-based styles. I bring information to teachers through media platforms like this and classes to help them fill in the gaps in their learning so that they can effectively and lovingly help their students find their true voices. And by doing that, create a prosperous voice business. I'm the author of Money Notes, How to Sing High, Loud, Healthy, and Forever, which introduces neurovocal method, a way to teach healthy technique for popular styles, microphone singing, based on brain science. Please feel free to contribute to the conversation. Either now, if you guys who are here, Viola is here. Hello. Welcome to the broadcast. If you want to contribute, I would love to have you contribute. If you have questions, shoot them out there. I keep my eye on the comments and or on the replay. I will come back and check later. Hearts and thumbs, always appreciated. It makes Facebook like me better. Again, algorithms, don't know why, but it does. Diana Nixon would like to share that in... Sorry, this is funny. I just snorted. In my experience, great many voice teachers are also hilarious. You should have your own TV show. Thank you, Diana. Let me know when you know someone who's looking for a hilarious voice teacher who needs her own TV show. Anyway, but I'm glad you're here today with me. My freebie today, which a lot of you have already asked for, is the thing we're talking about today. It's a blog post article that I wrote for Vasta. It's called 8 Ways to Increase Your Visibility in Near Me Searches. So I will go through a bunch of stuff today. Most of it is in this article. Not all of it, but most of it. So stay with me. And then you can also check this out later and it walks you through it. So just put page 1 in the comments and the neurovocal bot will send you that link. I have to say bot, otherwise it will write a piece of my anatomy. If you are watching on YouTube, you will find the link in the comments below. The bot will also give you an opportunity. Now you know why I do that, Rita. It will give you an opportunity to be reminded about my next broadcast, my hilarious broadcast. So please opt in for that little reminder because I have to have your permission. Otherwise, Facebook thinks I'm spamming you. Now, just to be clear, online marketing is not my main thing. But I do know a few things about it. I've been doing it for a while, and I'm happy to share what I know. Also, I want to be clear that there are some back-end things you can do to your website that really boost your organic reach on search engines. Do not be afraid, we're not going to do those today. If you want to dig around, you can find YouTube videos and blogs by experts who will tell you how to do that. You can hire experts who will help you. If you're not up for that, then I can assure you that doing the things that I am going to tell you today in this broadcast will absolutely make a difference to how you show up in local online searches. The things I'm going to talk about today are all listed, they are all things that anybody can do, and they all help you get listed in those awesome near me searches, which are everything for people like us. Okay, number 1, ready? Get out your pens and pencils, or not, because this is recorded, so you don't have to. So, number 1, before we talk about anything else, and this is not in the article that you will get by putting page 1 in the comments, we have to address the elephant. Oh, yes, it is in the article. In this particular room, many people are very nervous about listing their addresses in what they believe to be their online presence. Anybody? Thumbs, comments? Are you afraid to list your address? I would like to know if you are. People don't put their addresses on their websites or their About Me. Oh, I'm getting some hearts here. People are concerned about that. Or their About Me pages on their social media, or their contact pages. Oh, some more thumbs. People are concerned about that. Or for the associations they belong to. Gaylin is concerned about that. Okay, I hope you're sitting down, you guys, because I'm starting with the bad news here. I really want to encourage you to get over that. And here's why. Get over it. If there are bad guys who want your address for nefarious purposes, they can easily obtain it. You have no idea how many aggregator sites list your personal information for anyone with 7 cents per contact who wants it. On the other hand, if you make yourself difficult to find for regular people, nice people who want to find you because they need your help with their voices, then you're costing yourself. Regular nice people do not go digging around on aggregator sites or on the dark web where all your information is for sale. Really, it is. Regular nice people open Google and use the information they find there. So if you're on Google, you're inviting them in. And if you are afraid to list your address, you won't be on Google. You will basically be keeping your business doors shut. So I have to say that before I say anything else, because none of this other stuff will matter if you are not willing to list your address. So now, if you're still listening to me after that scary but real life thing that I just said, let us move on. Grace Gorey said, I have my address listed as the nearest intersection. Okay, you can do that. You should know if you own your home, your address is public information. Anybody can get it. And bad guys can get it if they want it, and nice people won't necessarily. So hang on, Grace. I have more things to say, okay, about that. So that might work for you. The nearest intersection just might work, but pay attention going forward, okay? So first of all, have a website. And remember to publish it. I happen to know Grace has a lovely website. I am going to say more things about how to use your website, but first you have to have one. A lot of voice teachers are just like, I do word of mouth. Okay, but you should have a website because those are business cards these days. Also, don't forget to publish it. A lot of times people will forget to click the publish button. That's all I'm saying. It really is your business card. You are really not in business without one. If you're watching this broadcast, you probably consider yourself to be in business. So if you don't have a website, that would be the next thing to do. Put that at the top of your to-do list. Create a business profile. Oh, okay. Wait, we have a question from Galen. There are a number of website options. I personally, and this is just my personal opinion, I am not a fan of, I am a fan of Wix and Squarespace. There is also another one that is a really nice drag and drop option, but there's so many of these drag and drop options now that any ninny like me can make a beautiful website. You don't have to know a lot. You can just do it. WordPress, you do have to know more. So there's a much longer learning curve. I'm not a fan of WordPress because if you've ever read my book, you know I'm kind of lazy. I don't want that long learning curve if I don't have to. So Wix and Squarespace, and I wish I knew the name of the third one that I just discovered. But Google search will show it to you. Number 2. Oh, you know what? You can even make a free one on Google. No kidding. You know what, though? I'm going to go back here for a second. Just a note about the free versions of all of these. All of these drag and drop spaces have free versions. The free versions, I know you can start there, but don't stay there because there's a number of reasons. One is they are more limited in what you can do. 2 is they give you much less space. So if you want to post like a video of some videos from your recitals, you're going to be very limited when that happens. They also have, and this is my own personal beef, they have a big banner across the top of your website that says, "This is a free space provided by Wix." I mean, it just doesn't look very professional in my personal opinion. But again, I own that opinion. You do not have to share that with me. Okay, no, that was number 2. Okay, number 3, create a business profile. The absolute basic profile is Google. You should start with Google because most searches are through Google. There are other search engines too, however, such as Bing, Yahoo, there are other search engines. But you know what? Here's a little don't learn the hard way bit of advice from me, who did learn the hard way. Please record what you write down in your Google profile so that you can copy it verbatim into any other search engine you decide to list your business with. It makes a difference. Literally, exactly the way you said it needs to be what shows up again and again. It makes a difference. There are nice people who will walk you through the process of how to list your business through Google via written, there are blog posts, there are videos. It's really not too scary. I was walked through it by a nice person on YouTube, and it's simple and it is necessary. So do that. Number 4, beef that baby up. Beef up that business profile online. So never forget that we are all in the business of providing content for search engines and social media. If you think you aren't, you are. If you can fill out your business profile with pictures and client testimonials, Google will pay more attention to you. So ask some of your clients to write nice things about you. If you decide to help yourself in this way, please make it easy for your clients to do that. So like if you reach out and you say, hey, Claudia, would you please write me a testimonial on Google? Be sure and send Claudia that link and maybe even send her a prompt. Like, Claudia, we just answered this question. What do you like about taking lessons with me? And then that will help her know what to do once she gets there. It's very easy for them. They make it easy. Number 5. Use your words. Okay, fancy web speak, which you probably have heard before, is keywords. Keywords. But don't worry, here's what you have to remember, is that when you write the copy for your web page, you should use the same language that your client would use or would use to search. Okay, so this is, well, your potential client. So do not use fancy, impressive academic terms because your client won't use those fancy, impressive academic terms. So you don't want to write that you're a vocal development specialist. Again, I literally had that as my search term for a while, vocal development. Nobody says vocal development because nobody talks like that. You want to write voice teacher or vocal coach or singing coach or singing teacher or something like that. And that is explained in today's freebie, which the Neural Vocal Bot will send you if you put page 1 in the comments. So I have to put these little reminders up throughout because I do go on and on, don't I? Okay, number 6, be mobile friendly. More than half of all searches are done from mobile phones, which you probably knew. So make sure your site shows up the way you want it to show up. So when you design your site, whether you're using a drag and drop or a WordPress or whatever, make sure that you know how to fix it for mobile devices. This is like all confessions of my mistakes. I had a Wix site for months before I realized that I could click a little icon up at the top and fix my cell phone presence so that my website didn't look like I was on crack, because it did for months look like that. So don't be like me. Optimize your site for mobile phones. Number 7, change it up. Okay, search engines. This was something that I also learned the hard way. Search engines really like it when things change. Thanks for the thumbs up. If your website changes, they give you more attention. If you ignore your website, Google will think that you are not interested in your website, and so it won't be either. So post pictures, post a short blog. Actually, the freebie today gives you some ideas for this. Post pictures, post a short blog. You know, a blog does not have to be a big, long article like what you're getting in your freebie today. It can be just a short little, like 1 paragraph thing. Google isn't that interested in how long it is. It is some interested, but not totally. It just wants you to change things. So post a blog a couple times a month, post your events, those, your recitals or whatever, and then take them down again, because that counts as a change too. Event is over. You can put up something else. It says, yay, we had a great event. Create shout outs to your students. That's always fun. Students love that. And you can change those out. You could have a weekly shout out or whatever, but things that will change your website. Events are a big help for this. And the freebie has some ideas for this. So page 1, again, did I put? Yes, I did. Okay, put that in the comments, or you will get this link below if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, more information. Okay, and then the last thing, number 8, is the favorite refrain of realtors everywhere: location, location, location. Please, and I said this already, but I'm going to say it again, y'all. Please just have one way of listing your location. And even if you're like Grace and you're using this intersection, fine, but always use that intersection. So the exact same way of saying it, same words all the time. If it's an address, great. If you're part of another thing, like if your studio's in a building or your studio's in a mall, be really consistent about how you list that. It's how it should be on your site, on your search. That's how it should be on your site and on your search engine business listing. There we go. On your association listings, please tell me that you are listed in your associations, because so you're a member of NATS, right? And on your NATS personal profile, you have an opportunity to put all kinds of information. If you put similar or exact kind of information that you have on your website, particularly links to your website, that counts. Algorithms really like that. So do that. Don't blow that off. And then you can also tag your photos on social media with the exact same way of listing your address. The algorithms kind of put 2 and 2 together when you do that. They give you more attention. So if you have a multi-teacher studio, put signs up in the lobby. Tell the kids how to tag your studio in their posts. That same way. More is better. More is better when it comes to search engine algorithms. So there are a few things that will help you to get on page 1 of a Google search. I can almost guarantee you that if you do the things in today's freebie, you will show up on page 1 of Google searches in your area literally within a matter of months. Yes. I mean, it takes some time, takes some attention, but it also keeps your studio full, which is awesome, right? That's what we want. That's what I want for you guys. I want you to have as much work as you want. I am Meredith Colby. Thank you so much for being here with me today or on the replay. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as well as at meredithcolby.com. Any old time. Stay safe. Stay well. Have a great week. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Galen. Bye-bye.